to Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. For the first time since mid-January, happy Packers game day. Yes, it's preseason football, but the Green Bay Packers, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love and company, visiting Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers to open up the 2026 preseason tonight. 6 o'clock kickoff locally on Packers TV, nationally on NFL Network and the ESPN app. Jordan Love expected to play tonight for the Green Bay Packers. Plenty to get you set for tonight's contest, including Aaron Rodgers meeting with Jason Wilde and other members of the Packers media yesterday. We'll do it on Wilde and Tausch coming up next on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. That's just one of 3 big games on the docket today. Brewers start a 4-game set in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. 9:10 first pitch tonight on 100.5 ESPN. Wisconsin Little League at noon on ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Our very first guest in the history of Wilde and Tausch, which will be, I'm sure, a long and distinguished history.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say daily 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
And then what happens?
No, the Tausch kind of bows out.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Thursday edition. We got ourselves some football tonight. Yes, it's preseason football. Yes, it doesn't count. Yes, there are going to be guys playing extended minutes that are not going to be playing for the Green Bay Packers this season, but it's still football. I'm still looking forward to it. Live from Pittsburgh and Acrisure Stadium edition. We talked to Aaron Rodgers yesterday. It was an enjoyable back and forth conversation between the former Packers, current Steelers quarterback, and a number of us who covered him throughout his career here in Green Bay, including one Jason Wilde edition. And the Where in the World is Taushi San Diego? I don't think he's on the show yet for today.
That's a great question, Jason.
Edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course everything you need on the amazing, incredible, stupendous ESPN Wisconsin app, which is free, which is fully customizable, and you can find both in the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And for those of you that were saying, you know what? Tausch is back. Jesse won't be the cousin sub of the day. Tausch all the time? Well, not all the time. Guess who's back? Back again. Jesse's back. Be nice about it. Nice shirt. Did you take that out of George's Packers collection?
No, I debuted this. So Becca actually got this for me sometime in the not too recent past. I debuted it while you were on your sabbatical. With Tausch here in the studio, a very loud shirt, but a
is
fun,
loud, but it's
festive
fun.
shirt. And it's got like all the. So it's a Packers shirt. It's got these green and gold, like it's got bags boards and like pop-up chairs and grills and like tongs. So it's like a tailgate, backyard tailgate kind of shirt. Good for like graduation parties or festive summer celebrations like today.
Can you
is.
zoom in on yourself so we can see the pattern more closely?
All right, hang on a minute. Last time everyone zoomed in on me and no one really enjoyed it. So I will
just on the pattern, not.
This is going to take a minute to get situated.
Okay.
We're experiencing a lot of
moving pieces today.
Tausch said this was going to be a weird one today, and he's right so far. So here we are. Okay, this is me. And now if I go to this, and
Here's a guy wearing a loud shirt.
hang on a second. I got to zoom in on this. I don't know
This is great radio,
Yeah.
but even better television.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
And now
zooming in on the
down.
headphones. Yeah.
There you go. Can you
Look at that. That is fun.
Would you like to describe what you're seeing for the radio audience?
Yes. Well, you're the play-by-play guy. I should probably turn it over to you. But
Oh, we look at Jesse's left shoulder here on the video stream. Man, this guy looks svelte. Looks like he's been hitting the gym lately. And yes, it's got bags boards and grill tongs and grill tops and little pop-up chairs. All the things I've already described on the program, but indicating that this is a fun guy who likes to have a good time outdoors, a summer celebration indeed, and the return of football tonight. Jason Wilde for the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
indeed, your Packers logo on the left chest, green and gold and white, and that's a 3-button polo?
It's
is that
three
what that
buttons.
is?
We got 2 buttons. If we really want to have a good time, I could lower the second button.
No,
but,
I don't know who that would be a good time for, but no. Thank you for your offer. Yes, so is that your official game day shirt now? Are you going to be wearing
well,
that?
it depends how tonight goes. You know, if this is going to be fun. If Jordy Nelson, we have a repeat of Jordy Nelson in Pittsburgh from whatever year that was, 2015. I think that was the last time they played. Was that the last time they played a preseason game in Pittsburgh?
I do believe. They've played there in the regular season,
Yeah.
I think, a couple times since, but that's the only one. Yep.
So if we have a repeat like that, we may never wear this shirt again. Hopefully that is not the case tonight. We have a good time. We see some good things from Jordan Love. Is Tyrod Taylor going to play? I was talking to my dad on the way in this morning.
Probably a meaningful amount, I would think.
He said he was excited to watch the first game to see what the backup quarterbacks look like because Love hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of seasons. So it'd be nice to see what Tyrod Taylor, or if he would be the backup. I don't think there's any other option there. But that's the goal for tonight's game, to see how they look. That's according to Usher George. That's what he's watching tonight for.
The YouTube comments already giving their thoughts on the shirt. Mm-hmm. I will say, Jennifer says Tausch was harsh on the original debut. I thought
He was, yeah, he was kind of mean about it. Yeah,
okay,
not
good
so
to know.
nice.
Random, if his shirt has a Packers logo, it's a good shirt. Geriod, shirt is a bit much for my taste personally, but you do you, Jelly. So I would say on balance.
I think I'm a bit much for most people in general, so it's on par.
I tend to agree with that. So I think mostly positive work, although there have been multiple requests to zoom back out now, just so you know.
Was it Dexter's Laboratory, the old cartoon show where you never saw the parents' heads? It was like he was always down on they never showed the parents' faces.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that was always a weird technique in a cartoon where it's like the parents' faces didn't matter. That's kind of what this is like right now. Like, you don't need to see my face as I'm talking. You just need to know that I'm a festive guy ready for Packers football tonight.
Yes, you are definitely a festive guy. Well, we are ready for Packers football. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play or not. They kept that kind of close to the vest out there in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. But we know that Jordan Love, barring a last-minute change of heart from the head coach, is going to play some. And I don't want to keep rehashing this. I don't want to bring up Jordy Nelson's name again, but I will bring up the fact that last year in the preseason opener in Lambeau Field against the New York Jets, Jordan Love sustained a thumb injury to his left hand. Fortunately, that's not the hand that he throws with, but he still had to have surgery to repair the torn ligament, and it still was something that affected his preparation heading into the season. And I will stand on this hill and continue to, alongside Tausch, who said the same thing yesterday. I don't think it makes sense to put him out there. I don't think you need him out there to test drive the current configuration of the offensive line. I just don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. And if he hurts his thumb again, he's going to have a hard time squeezing anything. So I don't love the idea. I understand that I'm a helicopter parent and a helicopter beat writer. I get it. I wonder if you gave Jordan Love some truth serum, what he would say, because he does not operate the same way as his predecessor, who was very clear about his disdain for preseason football yesterday during our Zoom call with him. That was one of the many things we discussed with Rodgers. We did not discuss any public health officials or anything else related to that. But we did enjoy our conversation with him. I did not do a separate conversation with him. I am still working to make that happen before our anniversary event, because I know there are. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm okay with that. Didn't have to happen before this, and he addressed a lot of topics that I was interested in hearing him address yesterday, so it was fine. And if it ends up not working out before our big celebration of our anniversary, I'm okay with that too. It would be on brand, given how many times he agreed to come on the show and then no-showed on us. So it was great to catch up with him. It was great to hear him talk about how much Green Bay means to him still and the people. I think and Jesse, I don't know if in any of your friendship tiers you have a guy like this. I have a few people in my life that are this way. They never necessarily admit that they were wrong. They just talk about things in a way that implies that they were wrong or they weren't as appreciative at the time as they should have been or whatever it might be. But they never ever come out and say it. Yeah, I wish I would have played it differently, or I wish I would have done this differently, or I was wrong to say this. I never heard him say that yesterday, but I sure heard him talk about Green Bay with incredible nostalgia and appreciation. And then he also said that when Bill Huber suggested, well, you'll be back in 5 years before you're inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, he said, well, first I'd have to get an invitation, which I thought was an interesting response from him.
I was thinking about this morning. We'll wait to play your question until Tausch is here, because you know he's going to want to critique how that entire exchange went.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to do it without him, because I chose that question in part because that was what he felt was the most compelling. I even name-checked him in it, and I got to be honest, it was okay. The most telling thing about his answer about his departure from Green Bay was he chose to emphasize that there was more contentiousness than maybe we even thought there was. We'll get to that a little bit later.
We'll hear it. When do you think, because this is going to be his last year, he basically came out and said that straight up on Pat McAfee.
Repeatedly. Yeah. Said it to Kyle Brandt. Kyle Brandt said, hey, what happens if you have a great year, you guys win a couple of playoff games? He's like, no, this is it. So that's what he says.
So is he going to come back next year and get a big recognition from the crowd? Is it going to be the year after that? I think it's going to be 2030 when it would be the 20-year anniversary of the Super Bowl team. That seems like it would be the time. Couple of years pass in retirement. Just like Favre, everybody gets to suddenly think back about the good times. You forget about the end of the career. And 2030, a celebration of the Super Bowl team would be a good time for him to come back and celebrate that anniversary and be welcomed back by Packers fans.
Yeah, I would, first of all, I would think it would happen sooner. Now, if he retires after this season, then it would be 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I guess he'd be in the 2031 or 2032 Hall of Fame class. I mean, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no question about that. I think it would be 2032 because the first year he would sit out would be 2027, and you have to sit out 5 years to be eligible. That said, I wouldn't think you'd want to wait. And certainly he hasn't gone and played for the Bears or the Vikings. And certainly it wasn't as contentious as his departure was, as Brett Favre's departure was in 2008 when you abandoned your childhood favorite team to cheer for the Jets and Vikings. So I would think it would happen sooner than that. I would definitely think they want his name on the facade with his number retired long before he actually goes into the Hall of Fame, is what I would think. And so sits out 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. He goes into the Hall in 32, which is a crazy number of years to think about. But I would think it happens maybe as soon as 2028. That would be my guess. I just don't think it's apples to apples with what your guy said on his way out the door and everything else that he how he handled things upon his departure, number 4.
You think he comes back for a game day, or do you think he does his own celebration kind of deal like they did with Favre?
I don't think he does the Favre thing where he sells tickets for $12 and then allegedly goes to charities and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think that's his jam. Apparently, he insists he's going to disappear and make occasional public appearances after he's retired. I'm very eager to say that. One of the questions I didn't ask him yesterday that I want to at some point is back when he was doing the show with us, he had said that he didn't see himself playing past 36. He wound up winning 2 of his 4 MVPs after his 36th birthday, and he will turn 43 in December. So he has overshot that as much as we overshot his prediction of 230 programs. So we'll see. We'll see what his post-career arc looks like. But we will see tonight what the Packers look like. Lots to talk about to get you ready for Packers-Steelers, and I want to know what you're going to be keeping your eye on as a Packers fan. What intrigues you the most about tonight? I am sure it is not anything about Jordan Love's performance. And I'm curious if you think, as a fan, he should be out there. I don't, but I'm open to being disagreed with by our fans. 844-770-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. 844-770-3776. Carbless List is more. All right, I need to tell you more about the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft, which is coming up on August 27th, which I believe is less than 2 weeks away, 13 days away. And you can be part of it at Potawatomi Sportsbook, another exclusive event. Right now, you can call into Wilde and Tausch so you can be registered to be part of our fantasy league, where we are still working to find our surrogate general manager. I love the fact, Jesse, that you're missing this event because you're working, because that's not usually the case. But you have done a great job of running our team. This is our fans' chance to kick our butts in fantasy football. And right now we will take caller 21 to earn a spot in the Wilde and Tausch Fantasy Football League. You'll have 48 hours to claim your spot for this exclusive event. Again, check your calendar. Make sure you're available. It is August 27th. It's the night before the Packers play the Cardinals at Lambeau Field. And it's back at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Again, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 21 joins our league. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
My dad helps keep businesses and families safe.
Hi, this is Jeffrey Beckman, owner at J&K Security Solutions. And that's exactly what we've been doing for Madison and southern Wisconsin for over 40 years. From security cameras and intrusion alarms to fire protection, access control, and intelligent video monitoring, J&K delivers customized security solutions for homes and businesses.
Because feeling safe matters.
Learn more at jksecurity.com.
J&K Security Solutions. Local, trusted, and family-owned.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA, terms and conditions apply.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's. Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Air Laura does it again.
Spinning, Laura leaping, Laura catching!
And again.
Oh, Laura leaps, and he made the catch, banging up against the wall!
Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Getting you ready for Packers-Steelers, our first game day edition of Wilde and Tausch. It does not count in the standings, of course, but it is our first game. Even more interesting than family night. And you know this if you have ever listened to our program, which I think most of you have. I love the preseason. I don't love the idea of playing your most important players in the preseason. My favorite preseason moment remains when they went up to Winnipeg with the Klinkster, and the field had holes in it from where the CFL goalposts were, and they deactivated 33 guys, but said to the rest of the guys, yeah, we're okay with you guys risking injury out there.
That's better than the paint at the Hall of Fame game?
That is,
Wet paint?
That's a close second. But yes, I remember listening to Tausch. That was when he was still on the pregame show, and we still had the broadcast rights. And him trying to fill time while the debate raged on of whether the game was going to be played or not remains one of my favorite Tausch moments. He crushed it. He did a great job. He is one heck of a filibusterer. He was really good that night. And then the game wasn't played at all. That game has come a long way, though. They do a really nice job now that they've figured out how to paint the field and stuff. So, Jesse, as we work to track Tausch down, before we get to anything that Aaron Rodgers said, you mentioned Usher George is looking forward to seeing Tyrod Taylor. Am I quoting him correctly?
Correct. Well, he didn't even say him by name. The backup quarterbacks in the event that Jordan Love goes down, seeing what the backup quarterbacks do in the preseason game is typically a decent indication of what you have at that position, especially if they're going without a milquetoast offense, which they might do for a series or so tonight. So that's what he was looking forward to seeing.
Tyrod Taylor had a good day. Tuesday, I think it was, Monday or Tuesday. And again, all we've talked about with Tyrod Taylor is how good he's going to be for Jordan Love, that he's 37 years old and he's got all this experience and he's a different type of backup than what Jordan has had these 3 years. But the fact of the matter is Jordan Love has missed time each of the last 2 years due to injury. And so he better also be able to play because, as we learned over the past 2 seasons, Malik Willis played pretty damn well for them when they needed him to. And we'll see if Tyrod Taylor can do that. All right, so that's what Usher George is watching. I'm taking, as Tausch would call it, the low-hanging fruit. I don't see the game through the same lens that Bulaga and Tausch see it because they played the game. But I'm watching the offensive line. I'm watching Jacob Monk. I'm watching, whether it's Darian Kennard or Anthony Belton that starts for Zebak at right tackle. I'm watching Jagger Burton. And frankly, even though we know he is the starter, I want to see what Jordan Morgan does at left tackle. We've been told that he's going to be good. Joe Thomas, who's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, has told us that. I want to see it. Not that I don't believe Joe's take, but again, this is a guy who played everywhere but left tackle his first 2 years in the league. So I will take the low-hanging fruit of the offensive line. Jesse, what will you be keeping your eye on?
Well, easy for me. For the first time in a week, we will know if a field goal is good or not, if it's kicked by Trey Smack. So when you look at preseason football and who's playing the hardest, I think a lot of times it's guys on special teams who are trying to make the roster in any role that they can. Field goals do not look different in the preseason than they do in the regular season. Snap the ball, hold the ball, kick the ball, it's good or no good. So I will be watching, and I hope that the Packers offense actually does stall at several points around the 30-yard line, around the 35-yard line. Give Trey Smack a 45-yarder, a 50-yarder in-game situation. Let's see what this guy's got. There's been pressure on him already to start camp. You've talked to him. Everybody's talked to him. Let's see what he actually does in a game situation for real, if he can handle the pressure of his NFL debut. That's what I'll be watching for tonight.
I am 100% on board with that, and I hope that they stall out multiple times in the high red zone or farther back, because I want to see him kick about 5 field goals tonight and see how many he makes.
If I'm LaFleur, I might even stop the offense. This is going to sound preposterous. This sounds like Homer saying this if he would say such a thing.
This does sound like something Homer would say.
I would kick it on 2nd down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Like that way you're not
you're not even running the ball into the line of scrimmage.
You're not putting the offense in a bad
situation.
situation. This is what we all want to see. Does this guy have what it takes to kick field goals in the regular season? I would consider if they're at the 30-yard line on 2nd and 10, I would bring him out and kick it.
For a 48-yarder on 2nd and 10
with
a minute 45 left in the first quarter.
I don't care. If they're at the 15-yard line, go for it on 4th and whatever. I don't care at that point. But if you're around the 30, that's where we need to know. Can he make them from 45, 50, 55 in a game situation? That's why you draft a kicker, right? Because he's got to have that ability to do that. I'd strongly consider kicking it on every possession tonight. Let's see what he's got. Put him to the Wolves.
Well, we will see how many opportunities he gets, but that is undeniably. We've covered 2 of the 3 things that I had in my 3 things to watch on Channel 3000. We'll get to the third one if and when we are joined by Tausch, or even if we're not. So we're working to get connected with him. In the meantime, Jesse, things with your Brewers. Did you say anything to anyone about any sort of conversations about a conversation after the way things went in San Diego?
Why do people keep asking me this? They're still the best record in baseball. It's not that when I said I was questioning Pat Murphy's job status last year, they were in 4th place. Their offense was putrid in early May.
I'm not the first person to have brought this up, though.
No, you're not. I got text last night. Oh, Jesse, we're going to call for anyone's job tomorrow? No, they're a bad Bryce Terang challenge and one bad pitch by Logan Henderson and a great start on Monday night. They're those 2 things away from winning 2 out of 3 against San Diego. But because those 2 things went differently, suddenly the whole thing went to crap. I'm out on Chad Patrick. Chad Patrick should take 2 weeks off and quit. Everything else is good.
Well, regardless of whether they win or lose, you win with Brewers checking from Associated Bank. Not only do you get 20% off at the Brewers team store every time you use your Brewers debit MasterCard from Associated Bank, you also get up to 50% off select game tickets. You get a discount if you're running the famous Racing Sausages 5K or 10K run or walk. You save on the Brewers Baseball Academy. And most importantly, when you go to the game and you want to tailgate a little bit longer, you don't want to stand in line to get in, well, you also get to use the Associated Bank gate at American Family Field. So sign up for Brewers Checking today. Remember, you also, on top of all this, get great customer service, the best in the industry. So go to associatedbank.com/Brewers to find out more. We will see if old boy finds his way onto the program next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
The NFL is back.
When you're paying your quarterback what the Packers are paying Jordan Love, he has to play to a level where he starts elevating everybody.
Tune in for your green and gold coverage all Packers season right here on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Mark Tauscher here for Buckin' Honeys. Summer in Wisconsin is too good to spend indoors. And whether you're meeting the crew after work, grabbing dinner before the game, or just looking for a great patio spot, Buckin' Honeys has you covered. Their spacious patios are the perfect place to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, and an easygoing atmosphere. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or Mount Horeb. Grab your people, find a spot on the patio, and make the most of summer at Buckin' Honeys. We'll see you there.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. And when it comes to gifts that actually mean something, I head to Chalmers Jewelers. My wife Sarah, she loves the beautiful custom jewelry they've made for her. And my daughter Eleanor has some special pieces from Chalmers as well. And what I appreciate most, they help you create something personal that'll last a lifetime. Engagement rings, anniversary gifts, or a one-of-a-kind custom piece. Stop by Chalmers Jewelers and tell Garrett and Devin that Tausch sent you.
Chalmers Jewelers. in Middleton
and Madison.
Looking to buy your next home or ready to sell and move on to bigger and better things? What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Ready for some fun in the sun this season? Let's get house. Nobody knows what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get started. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Molly Brown here, and if you need room for everything life throws your way, meet the 2026 Kia Carnival at Metro Kia of Madison. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR financing for up to 48 months on a new 26 Carnival using Kia Finance. That's just $21.65 per month for every $1,000 financed for 48 months with no down payment required. Offer ends August 31st and is subject to credit approval, vehicle availability, and dealer participation. See Metro Kia for complete details.
Hey Badger fans, football fans, and business leaders. I'm Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas, and I hope you'll join me on August 25th at the Madison Marriott West. Matt LePay and I will sit down for a live conversation about my journey from the NFL to entrepreneurship, sharing lessons on leadership, durability, and building success beyond the game. You'll enjoy dinner, networking, and have a chance to sample some of my famous Hall of Fame Farms Wagyu. Get your general admission or VIP experience tickets today at MiddletonChamber.com. That's MiddletonChamber.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. I have no idea where he is. I have no idea what he's doing. He warned us that there might be some logistical challenges for today's show. And, well, let's be honest, it's 9:36 and he's joining us now. So, there were, in fact, as he promised, some logistical challenges, but he is the straw that stirs our drink. Tito's infused Coors Light's bubbler beverage. He is Mark Tauscher, the Packers Hall of Famer. Tausch, in the words of Vince Lombardi, what the hell's going on out here?
Hey, good morning, boys. How are we today?
More important how you are, Tausch.
What the heck, man?
I'm doing well. Flight got delayed, as I kind of figured it might. I was supposed to be in Atlanta at about 8:40. That didn't happen, but I was able to catch the last segment. Jesse, I just want to make sure I'm correct on this. You want them to kick a field goal on 2nd and 10.
Yes.
That's what happened.
That's what I would like to see tonight. Yep.
Indeed.
If they're at the 30-yard line, not every 2nd and 10. If they're 2nd and 10 at the 30, I want to kick a field goal.
Okay. That tells you everything you need to know about preseason football right there, in my opinion. But
it does. You're
glad
right.
to be here, boys. And Jason, I missed the first segment. How did your thing with Rodgers go yesterday?
It was fine. We saved some of the clips so you could hear them for yourself. I'm not going to lie.
He's not going to play tonight, right?
I don't think so, but I can't say that with absolute certainty. You know, they're kind of playing that game that they like to play. Mike McCarthy really likes to play that will they or won't they play game. He always refused to tell you flat out if guys were going to play or not. Not the case with Matt LaFleur, who told us, unless he changes his mind, that Jordan Love will play tonight. But it went okay. He was great when he was talking nostalgically about Green Bay. I will say that I try to take your advice and your opinion under advisement when I make decisions, because usually those are good pieces of advice. In this case...
Except for yesterday.
I still think it was the right question to ask. I do. I had some others. I was hoping I would get a second round, but we didn't get to that. But his answer was mid to the question that we decided on, which was, of course, about his departure and what he did for. I even name checked you. Thought that would help. It really didn't. I didn't think. Jesse, do you have that ready? Should we play it for Tausch right away?
I do. You want it?
Yeah, here, Tausch, you be the judge of Jason Wilde and his question to Aaron Rodgers on the Zoom with the Steelers yesterday.
All right, question number 1. Let's go ahead with Jason Wilde.
Jason Wilde.
Aaron, how are you?
Hey, Jason.
I was talking about this with Jordan yesterday. When you think back to the summer of 2008 and what that was like for you, and the kid cursing you out when you were typing in the code for the parking lot and everything else, have you ever thought about how much easier you made it for Jordan to take over for you than what you dealt with that summer? Tausch was saying today that he thinks you gave Jordan the best transition any quarterback in the NFL has ever had. How do you view that?
Because it was a little contentious on the way out?
I'm sorry?
Because it was a little contentious on the way out? Is that what
I would say more than a little, probably, for you on when Brett was on his way out, and you made it way easier for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like take any pride with that, make feel like I did him a favor or anything. I was obviously ready to move on, and so were they. We had similar trajectories, being 3 years as a backup. So there's less of a grace period for both of us that we had than, other quarterbacks who maybe get thrown in year 1 or year 2. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best ending there. And because of that, I'm sure it was probably easier for fans and backers to get behind him more than the push-pull of 2008 where, Favre in late June said he wanted to come back, and then there was a whole summer of Willie won't he, and then he shows up on family night, and it was probably a little easier transition, but I don't take any credit for that. It just played out the way it played out.
Tausch, later on, he also...
Yeah, that was the first question.
He wasn't warmed up.
Yeah, he wasn't warmed up. I bet you get him in a long form. There's a lot there, but probably I'll take the credit for that being a bad question. That wasn't the right time or place.
Yeah, it was
tough draw, hit and lead off.
Yeah,
not good.
Hey, I'm not complaining. Last time we did this, I didn't get a question, so I'm not complaining.
All right, question number 1. Let's go ahead with Jason Wilde.
Jason Wilde.
And old boy's just sitting there laughing.
I know he enjoyed that.
Laughing when he said.
So here's what I thought was interesting, though, and I don't know which other ones Jesse's going to play, but later on, Bill Huber kind of states matter-of-factly that you'll be back within 5 years before you go into Canton, and Rodgers responds with, well, there'll have to be an invite first. I guess I thought, and I never want to assume, but I guess I was under the impression that, yes, certainly there was not a lot of love lost when things came to an end there, But I thought that they were certainly on far better terms than they were with Jesse's guy, who then subsequently went to the then arch rival Minnesota Vikings. Like, what do you make of Rodgers responding with, well, there'll have to be an invite first?
I thought it was interesting when I heard that, but listen, I think you're finishing a career. All of that stuff smokes. The Packers are going to be more than happy to have Aaron Rodgers back. They're going to be more than – this isn't a case where, like in Mike McCarthy with Mark Murphy, there's a lot of tension. That is just – I don't think the case. I don't think Goody's going to throw a parade for him, but I think the Packers as a front office and as a marketing team and as the Hall of Fame, there is no question they are going to do everything to make Aaron's welcome back and induction into the Packer Hall of Fame as big of a thing as they possibly can. So
now,
I agree with you. I found that interesting because it maybe gives you a little bit of, it's still maybe icier than we thought, but I think the thaw it's definitely thawed more than it maybe hasn't thawed as much, but there is no doubt in my mind that 5 years from the time that he's done playing, he is going to be welcomed with open arms and celebrated in a very big way.
While we were waiting to get connected with you, Jesse and I were talking about when he would come back and have his number retired and be put in the Packers Hall of Fame. And Jesse said 2030 on the 20th anniversary of the Super Bowl team that you were on. And I said, I don't think it's going to take that long. This is not the same as the Favre saga with playing for the Vikings and wanting to stick it to the Packers and everything else. I said maybe as soon as 2028. I don't think they wait until the year before he goes into Canton. But again, maybe that's me thinking that relations are better than they actually are. But I don't see it taking as long because I don't think, even if it was a little contentious, it wasn't nearly as contentious as it was with Favre.
No, it's not even in the same ballpark. So I don't know what the protocol is. I think the Packers in the past have tried to get their Hall of Fame players celebrated in the Packers Hall of Fame prior to being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I would think if he retires this year, which is 26, he'd get in 31. I'm probably leaning on Jesse's side of that. I think that summer of 30, he'll be the lone representative of the 2030 Packers Hall of Fame class. I would think that they'll do a $12 ticket charge, fill up Lambeau, get it to his charity, just like they did with Favre, and everybody's going to be kumbaya, and it's going to be celebrated in a big way. That's what I would envision happening.
Well, if there was a Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin Endorsement Hall of Fame, you'd be a first ballot.
Oh, I appreciate you, and I appreciate Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. If you're shopping for new windows and doors, doesn't include haggling. Pella sticks to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home, not using high-pressure sales tactics. When you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, same team that manufactures your windows and doors, they also sell them, install them, and service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no game. Schedule your free in-home consultation today. PellaWI.com.
More with Tausch back in the saddle and safely landed in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
More with Tausch next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here, and if you know me, you know I love Wisconsin. That's why I'm a UW Credit Union member. Their team's been all about Wisconsin since 1931, and they love making banking easy for members. Whether it's with their convenient mobile app or with the great perks like early payday to get you paid sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Badgers defensive lineman Charles Perkins spoke to the media after practice on Wednesday, and it's safe to say he's confident in UW's front seven heading into 2026.
Everybody compete. Everybody all in. Last year, all the guys all in, but this year, this a special group that that we got guys that came out the transfer portal who came in all in. We are a brotherhood. So this team, this defensive line, I feel like this defensive line this year are very close. So it's a brotherhood, most definitely in the trenches.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest, Aaron Rodgers. Give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks in a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, by UW Credit Union, and by Events by Design.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine-in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu, like their classic Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap, the CBR. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to VintageBrewingCompany.com to make a reservation today. That's VintageBrewingCompany.com.
The NFL is back.
Lamar Jackson and Matt LaFleur you could put in the same category. Both of those guys are only going to be judged on how they do in the playoffs.
Tune in for your green and gold coverage all Packers season right here on 100.5 ESPN.
I shared this earlier today, but if you have not seen Carly Murata's piece from TMJ4, the NBC affiliate in Milwaukee, with her sitting down with Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh, I guess Latrobe technically, really worth your time. I hope you'll check it out. It's on, I know I shared it on my social media. I think Jesse shared it from the Wilde and Tausch account as well. It's a neat thing, and she did a great job with it. Tausch, I always don't want to be giving your undisclosed location, but I am a little bit curious. Can you tell us what you got going on? That you're on the move? Are you going to SEC country like Riley Yauk to express your Big Ten passion
More
and
NASCAR
support?
races you're off to?
No NASCAR, no baseball. We were just doing a quick pop for a day or two down in a state that my wife has not been to yet. Can I put it that way? And then I'll report back when I get back.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it.
I don't have a ton of states. Let me ask you this. I'll let you guys both guess what state I've not been to, because I haven't been to this one either. So Sarah and I both have not been to this state.
Well, I don't want to cheat because you're in Atlanta.
Well, I've been to Georgia before.
Right,
so.
but I'm guessing you don't fly. Like if I were to say Montana, it's unlikely that you would have flown to Atlanta to connect.
What do you think the state is that people would wait to be the 50th to go visit?
Alaska.
No. People want to go to Alaska.
They want to go there sooner.
Else.
They're not waiting till the end.
Save it for the grand finale. I got to go the furthest to get to Alaska.
I'm saying prioritization.
Yeah, the one they want to go to most.
Listen, man, you love power rankings. Let's fire up the music quick. Top 3 states you like to visit last.
Delaware.
Okay.
Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island's pretty beautiful.
Wow. And Croatia.
Okay.
Arkansas. I have no interest going to Arkansas.
All right, so Delaware, I think, would probably make my list.
Really?
I think Delaware would make my list, yeah. What's in Delaware?
I don't know, but I think I've been to Delaware when we were out for a game out east at some point. I'm pretty sure I ventured into Delaware.
Nothing in Delaware.
No, I would say I'm going to go in SEC country pretty heavy here. I would have Alabama toward the bottom of the list.
Really? Okay.
I would have. I know this comes given my personality as a surprise, but it's more because of the food, not the French Quarter debauchery.
Makes the trip.
It does make the trip, as you well know.
Louisiana.
I like Louisiana. I like New Orleans. I would probably say Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Okay.
And then, as you well know, I'm not exactly the most rugged fella. I would probably say Montana.
Oh,
now,
you're missing out on Montana.
These are 3 states I've never been to,
She's
though.
a beaut.
Okay. Yeah, Montana's a beaut. All right, well, I'm just going to tell you this. None of those are where we're going. So,
Perfect.
There you go.
What I was looking for. Let's talk a little bit about Mike McCarthy. You played for him, and he did not do a Zoom with us this week, but I know that this means a lot to him that he's back in the game once again after now coaching the third of what I would argue are 3 of the biggest, most high-profile organizations in all of sports. But this is neat, and him talking about this and being home in Pittsburgh, and again, this is why I brought up Carly's piece, because he says he sometimes drives through the cemetery where his brother is buried, and it means so much to him to be back in Pittsburgh.
Did he get his own house now, or is he still living with mom and dad?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I don't think he's still in their basement, but I can't say that for certain. I mean, right now he's been staying in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, obviously.
Sure.
But here's what Aaron Rodgers said yesterday during our Zoom with him about being reunited with Mike McCarthy as he plays out his final season in the NFL.
I think there's a lot of differences where we're at when we first met 21 years ago compared to now. Obviously, a lot of changes in our personal life, a lot of changes in our professional life, and he's been some other places. I've been some other places too. But it's fun to meet up like this, really full circle for both of us coming back together, him coming back to Pittsburgh, his parents who are aging now, getting up there in years, are just around the corner from the south side where our facility is, which is really cool for him. His young kids are almost out of the house. That's what's so crazy. I mean, I remember him being a young dad as we were going on our runs and winning the Super Bowl. And now, the boys are out of college, and his daughter is, married and in her 30s, and his young girls are, getting up in their teenage years. So it's fun to kind of meet back up at this stage in our life. And, still very creative, very opinionated. I love our back and forth conversations. But, we've always seen the game very similarly. I obviously molded kind of a lot of my philosophies based on playing under him. And so to just have that common idea about how the offense should run and what it needs to look like has just been really, really fun. I couldn't do it with a new coach. It's just too much work to do that at this stage of my career. So to have him back and to have so much commonality with what we used to run is really, really special.
Tausch, I feel like this is what I really like about this is that it gives him a chance to kind of rewrite the ending a little bit, because when I think about 2018,
it was ugly.
They shut out the Buffalo Bills, and then he goes in post game and just tears apart the offensive game plan and how bad it was. It was. I want another one of my questions that I would ask is, do you regret that? Because that was the beginning of the end for Mike. He put him on blast with how he went about that after that game, a game that they won in a shutout.
Yeah.
Do you see this as kind of a I don't want to say righting a wrong, but it kind of is. How do you view it?
Yeah, I think for Aaron, it's, I remember after all of that, and it was probably second or third year of our show, and I thought, this is damning enough. I didn't know if Mike could get another job.
Right.
And there's all of the other stuff with the reporting and some of the stuff. It put Mike in a really bad light. And as in everything else, it's like anything. Time heals. And Mike has obviously been a very good NFL coach. And that's why he continues to get hired, because his philosophy and how he is, leads and everything else. But I think for both of them, especially if they can have some success, I think this is going to be a fascinating case study to watch, because I don't think they're going to have a good year. I think Pittsburgh is going to be probably, if they can get similar to what they did last year, I think they will be happier than a clam. And I think it's going to be tough sledding. Their defense has gotten another year older. Aaron is another year older. But part of you is kind of thinking maybe they can do it. Maybe they can have that last.
Right.
But just from the perspective of the relationship, and it's always complicated, because this league is week to week, and your career is year to year. And they had a great run, and it came to an end, and that happens, and that's okay. I think both of them didn't love the way it ended. So I hope for both of them that this year, regardless of how the season goes, that they can both feel really good about their personal ending, because they're going to be intertwined. Their careers are intertwined. Their greatest moments were together, at least for now. And if they can finish this season, have a good year, and win some games, and kind of get that relationship back in tow with where it was when they were in their heyday, I think that's a win for both of them. I think it's a huge challenge that happens, because as we know, things can unravel quickly and things can build. The Pittsburgh Steelers this year, I think it's going to be hugely important for them to get off to a fast start, because I think as you have an older roster and a lot of age, things can unravel a lot quicker when that happens. And that's where that team is. They better get off to a fast start, or I think that they both will understand that it's not going to do anybody any good to kind of finish the way they did in Green Bay. And I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it'll be Mike McCarthy did say this is the oldest team he's ever coached. Now, again, his time in Green Bay,
a lot of youth.
That was never an issue. And you're right. Like when you start to have injuries with an older team and things start to fall apart, they go bad quickly. But they were better last year than you expected, right?
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers was
better. A little bit, yep. Yes, he was. Well, I think he was able to stay healthy-ish. And, Father Time catches up with everybody. And I thought he fought back pretty good. And I think he really just wants to make a push and finish thing off. I don't know if Mike wasn't the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm not sure he'd be playing. He said that all week.
Right.
And I believe him in that regard.
You also believe in Annex Wealth Management.
I do indeed. And you know what? There's all these life events we always talk about. Going back to a team, coming back. You got weddings and graduations and everything else. And you need to have a plan. You got to have a plan in place. And you know who's great at helping get a plan in place? Annex Wealth Management. They have a team of experts, whether it's in tax, it's in investment. Annex has the full squad. They got your special teams, offense, defense. They are everything you need to get your plan in place to help get successful. Go to annexwealth.com. That's annexwealth.com. Click the Get Started button to get started on your plan to plan your future in the right way with Annex Wealth.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch kicks off in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. I've been telling you for a while now how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. Well, how's this for a throwback? Introducing Pizza Hut's Throwback Value Menu. Features their iconic personal pan pizza, just $3. And a medium one-topping original stuffed crust pizza for just $10. You asked for it, so they delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Order on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Happy Packers game day for the first time since mid-January. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street, and online at goodmansjewelers.com. Yes, it's the preseason. Yes, the starters may not play much, if at all, tonight, but it is still Green Bay Packers football. The Packers visiting Mike McCarthy for his first game as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is there, too. Not sure if he's going to play tonight. Packers, Steelers, 6 o'clock kickoff tonight in Pittsburgh. Watch it on Packers TV on your local affiliate or nationally. You can also catch it on NFL Network and the ESPN app. Again, kickoff set for 6 o'clock Central Time tonight. Jordan Love and the starters expected to play a little bit, according to head coach Matt LaFleur at the podium earlier this week in Green Bay. Plenty more to get you set for tonight's game on Wilde and Tausch, coming up on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Packers game one of 3 big games for Wisconsin sports teams today. The Brewers, coming off a sweep at the hands of the San Diego Padres, start the first of 4 in L.A. against the Dodgers tonight, 9:10 first pitch. Wisconsin Little League, big one at noon today on ESPN to stay alive.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Time now for headlines as we predict what will happen on Sunday as the Packers take on the Vikings at Lambeau Field.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
I'm going to do something crazy.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say kissing cousins, pack bikes tie.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
He missed it again! And we'll end this crazy game in a tie. Oh, my goodness.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, with Tausch in a layover because he's been to Georgia. They're going to a state that he and Sarah have never been to. So it's not Georgia. So are you like, you have a connection? Are we going to lose you again later in the program?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the plan always was on my end to do the show normally, and then I was going to have to bounce a little bit early. Now, the odds of the flight actually going out on time, probably slim, so I'm probably going to be fine, but You know how this game goes. Or Jason, I don't know if you've flown in a while, but you know how the game goes.
I'm not.
It's always dicey.
Okay. Well, I guess I won't leave early to go watch the girls play golf. Look, I know this game doesn't count, but I find myself even more intrigued than I normally am by preseason games. I know I'm the only man in America who likes preseason football. I know I'm weird. You can make fun of me. Go ahead. I get it. That's fine. But I find myself looking forward to this even more because there are some compelling things, and I don't mean that necessarily in a good way, that we need to find out about tonight. And so it's time now for the Green and Gold game preview.
Let's take a closer look at this week's matchup. This is the Green and Gold game preview.
Wait, is that X's and O's thing short enough that we can still play it?
We're going to find out
on the YouTube.
I think it was good last season as we started to make our change to all this, so I think we're okay.
Okay.
Like I said, we're going to find out. Hey, it's the Green and Gold game preview for the first time since January as the Packers and Steelers meet in the preseason opener tonight in Pittsburgh. For the 2026 Green Bay Packers team, what is the biggest storyline heading into tonight's game? So that is setting aside the Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy dynamic to all this. What is the big storyline for the 2026 Packers team heading into tonight's game?
Well, I mean, I heard Jason talk about it. We've talked about it all week and really all training camp, the little bit of it that I've been here for. And
what do you mean we?
Yeah, well, what are you talking about? I think I was here. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. It's O-line. It is O-line, O-line, O-line. And I think a big reason why the team has not had the success that we had hoped for, it's been the O-line. They're trying to fix it. It has not been managed particularly well, I think is the nicest way to put it, over the last season and a half. So this reset of where they're at, and even though there's going to be some injuries and guys not playing, I think watching Jordan Morgan for me tonight is going to be top of mind, and then trying to figure out who's going to be that right guard. Those are my big question marks, and I think for this team to be the championship contender that they're hoping for, if those things aren't right, they're not going to be there. I don't care how good Christian Watson is and Jordan Love. We saw this against a really mid pass rush in the second half of a playoff game. Mm-hmm. Teams are going to have answers. If you can't block people and you don't feel good about your group up front, nothing else is going to matter. And for this team to take the next step and to get better, this group needs to start showcasing that, and finding who those five are going to be is the storyline that I'm going to be most intrigued by.
So this is going to sound crazy because of where they're at the offensive line currently. Is it possible that we will come out on the other side of this uncertainty and they actually have more guys that you can trust than we think they have? Like, I didn't go into training camp thinking Jacob Monk would be the starting right guard. And if he genuinely earns that, and it's not, God, we can't play Belton there. Oh, I guess we have to play Monk. But if he earns that, and if Jagger Burton, and I'm not comparing him to you, but there are rookies throughout Packers history that were day 3 picks that ended up being really good offensive linemen for this team, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I think back to, what was that, 06, when all 3 of those guys started 10 games apiece. Darren College was a 2nd-round pick, Jason Spitz was a 3rd, and Tony Mall was a 5th. And you always tell that story about going out to San Diego and him and Tony Mall blocking Sean Merriman, and then the next day he's in the starting lineup.
Out. It was lights out for that right guard spot.
So maybe Jacob Monk, after 2 years of barely playing, is ready for his close-up, and it turns out to be a pretty good guard. And maybe Anthony Belton was miscast as a guard, and once he gets his sea legs back, he's a good swing tackle, and if they have to play him, which history would tell you that they will, he's better at tackle, and he's actually going to be passable as a backup.
Jason, that is the best case scenario.
Yes.
Because what we saw last year wasn't good enough. They know that. They saw that. And they didn't make any big splashy moves other than obviously not re-signing Sheeto and putting Jordan Morgan, their first-round pick, out there. But they want better performance and better production. And a lot of times, you want to just kind of stay with the devil that you know so that you feel like, well, at least we know. Well, if you know what you're getting and it ain't good enough, you don't do it. You mix things up and try to do something different. So to answer your question, yes, but that doesn't mean there's not a ton of concern about it and that there is any sense of confidence as we sit here now. Tonight is the start of building some confidence and earning trust and having the coaches buy into and believe that what you just said there is going to be accurate. Because if that's the case, you're going to feel a heck of a lot better about this group.
Yeah, that is, but to your point, that is best case scenario, and that is not where we're standing today.
It's not where we're at today. No doubt.
I mean, I again, and I don't want this to sound unfair to Aaron Banks because it is injury related, but they did have an out if they wanted to use it, and instead they doubled down on him. They converted his roster bonus to signing bonus. They converted a bunch of his salary to signing bonus, and they went all in on him. And now you're sitting there going, and Tausch, the question that, and I mentioned this yesterday with my conversation with Zebach, like when he kind of started to dance around the subject and then realized I can't talk about other people's injuries, like the first question I have to ask Matt LaFleur when we get him again after this game, when they return to Green Bay, because I'm not in Pittsburgh, is did Aaron Banks undergo some sort of procedure on his knee? Because that's the fact that he still hasn't taken a team rep is not great. So
it is not.
I don't think there's any question.
I don't think HIPAA's going to allow him to answer that, but okay.
I'll have to ask Aaron next time I'm in the locker room. Jesse, what's next?
Which player will you most be watching in tonight's game? Packers-Steelers, 6 o'clock Central Time kickoff. That's 7 for you on the Eastern Time Zone, Tausch, if that's where you're staying.
That is. I will be on the East Time Zone. You would think I'm going to say Jordan Morgan because my eyes are going to be there. I don't know how much he's going to play. Brandon Cisse is the guy for me. He's running with the ones. The one thing that we've seen consistently, they put St. Juice here. They got Keyshawn here. They're doing this. You know what I haven't heard in the last 5 days? We've seen him with the twos. And maybe I'm wrong, Jason. Correct me, but he's with the ones. And
you're right.
I don't know who Pittsburgh's going to play, but I know this. If he goes out, I don't care who they have out there playing wide out. If Cisse goes out and plays well, that noise is only going to ratchet up. And it's only going to you're going to hear more and more about it. And I haven't seen him play. So I'm excited for, to see kind of his play style. I'm also excited to see how he performs. And I'm guessing that if things go well, the next couple preseason games, he's going to be starting. He's going to have a monster role. And I think we thought all offseason, well, what are you going to do? They want him to be DB1. He's trending to be DB1 a lot earlier than I think most of us thought.
I as much as I want to agree with Usher George and say Tyrod Taylor, as much as I want to agree with his pride and joy son, Jesse Nelson, and say Trey Smack, the guy for me, and again, I don't know how much this guy's going to play either, but I want to see Marshawn Lloyd. Remember, Tausch, last year they played the Colts in preseason, and I think he got hurt later in that game. But he had like that 33-yard catch and run on a wheel route.
Wasn't that a regular season game? He had a great wheel route in a regular season game.
He played in I know he played in a regular season game against the Colts.
It was the only game he played in.
I will have to fact check ourselves.
Maybe it was the Bishop's charity game, and they ended up doing that.
I feel like it was in Indianapolis for some reason.
No, the game he played regular season was at Lambeau, and I believe it was the Colts.
I think basically he only plays against the Colts.
He's a Colt killer. He is a Colt killer. He'll only play teams from Indiana, so it'll be good news because the Bears, he'll be able to play 3 games a year, potentially.
So I don't know how much he'll play, but again, his teammates rave about him. And as a dude, they are all obviously pulling for him. But I not only want to see him play and play productively, I want to see him survive and thrive and then play against the Jets or, who do they have next? The Broncos. Then I want to see him play against the Cardinals. Then I want to see him play in the opener against Minnesota. Then he'll play the Jets. Like, I want to see him stay healthy and productive. I really want to. I will admit I am pulling for him after everything he's been through, and it starts tonight by being productive and coming out of the game healthy. Next.
Last up in our green and gold game preview for the preseason opener, besides avoiding injuries, can't pick that.
Oh, turnovers.
Tonight's first preseason game. You're in midseason form, old team. Besides avoiding injuries, tonight's first preseason game is a win for the Packers if blank.
I'm hitting the gambit here, kind of the circle of the 3 things that I'm most intrigued by. Trey Smack makes all of his kicks. I look at tonight as a win. Now, I don't want him kicking on 2nd and 10. I think that's absurd. But I want him making his kicks. And I want to start seeing that confidence is getting built and built and built. And if that's the case, I'll consider tonight a win.
Ooh. I like the sound of that. Look, beyond the health of the quarterback, which we debated yesterday, I just don't. Let Kyle McCord and Kyron Drones play a bunch. Play enough of Tyrod Taylor to get his feet wet in the system. The other guy that I want to see be productive and what I think is important is Jordan Morgan. And Matt LaFleur hinted at the possibility, Tausch, that some of those guys are going to play more. Like, there are starters that will play briefly, and then there are starters that will play more than briefly. And while I don't feel ultra comfortable, Tausch, with their backup plan as of now, quite frankly, because I don't know what it is behind him, I want to see him get a bunch of reps at left tackle. And to me, that would be a win if he goes out there and he plays really well. And I know he's not going to be going against T.J. Watt, but I just think that that's such an important thing, and I want to see him confirm what Joe Thomas said to us about how highly Joe thinks of him. So to me, that's my what would be a win tonight besides avoiding injuries. All right, that is our green and gold game preview. A comeback of the prize picks of the week is coming up, but not until, again, you have your chance to join the Wilde and Tausch League at the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft. Again, clear your calendar if you're going to call, okay? August 27th. That would be the night between the Packers-Cardinals joint practice and the Packers-Cardinals game at Lambeau Field. Right now, if you are caller 18 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 18 will get his or her spot in our Wilde and Tausch Fantasy League at the Fantasy Football Draft that ESPN Wisconsin is hosting at the Potawatomi Sportsbook on August 27th. Caller 18 right now. We got free food, great prizes, the full VIP experience. Now, you must be age 21 or older to register and to win. But caller 18 right now, 844-770-3776. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The exterior Brewers Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. Right now, score one of the best deals of summer with the Iron Jock Basics Bundle. Get a premium t-shirt, a pair of performance boxers, and crew socks, all for just $57.50. Iron Jock gear is built for comfort with moisture-wicking fabric, 4-way stretch, and silver ion technology that helps you fight odor-causing bacteria. It's everyday performance at an unbeatable price. Don't wait. Head to ironjock.com and grab your basic bundle today.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 18th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Seattle Mariners.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 18th at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for just $22 per pack. Catch Madison's only professional soccer team in action at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit forwardmadisonfc.com to buy yours today. That's forwardmadisonfc.com.
Some of the nation's top pitmasters are coming to Paoli this fall for the Sugar River Fire and Smoke Barbecue Festival. Featuring legendary pitmaster Rodney Scott from Netflix's Chef's Table, Michelle Wallace from Bravo's Top Chef Wisconsin, and Allie Clem, the first woman pitmaster to earn a Michelin star. Plus your favorite local barbecue masters, live music, and mouth-watering demos from the area's top chefs and restaurants. September 19th and 20th in Paoli. Tickets are on sale now at fireandsmokebarbecuefestival.com.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And a high fly ball, deep left field. This ball's way back and way gone. And the Brewers jump on the Dodgers.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Well, all of our favorite segments are making their returns because it is a game day. Although we haven't gotten to my absolute favorite. And that, of course, is our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. I'm taking Geronimo Allison. But now it's time, after our green and gold game preview, for our prize picks of the week.
Logged on to Prize Picks this morning. Found a couple of ones that I really like for tonight's preseason opener. Packers,
Jesse,
Steelers.
can I ask an honest question, though?
Yes, sir.
If you're doing prize picks on preseason games, is that not a risky proposition? Like, you don't know who's playing. It's one thing to do it during the regular season.
With everything. Isn't that like anything, though?
It's like anything, Mike. Yeah, it's like anything, Mike.
I actually think there can be some incredible value in Prize Picks
Jesse.
preseason openers because
I agree with Jesse.
You can find, if we know going into this a little bit about what the Packers are up to and what they're going to be focused on in the game tonight, it might even be easier than predicting a regular season game sometimes.
Easier?
There's a chance. So, for example, Jordan Love, more or less than 32.5 passing yards. I locked in less this morning. If he plays, I think it's one drive. I don't think he's going to take any big shots downfield. Under 32.5, less than 32.5 passing yards. Who's with me?
I'm with you. I'm not sure he's still. I know we're hearing he's going to play. He's going to do all that, and I'm not going to say he's not, but I just don't know how much you're going to see of him. Now, the risk you take is it only takes one slant route, bam, correct. 34 yards, and you're down. But, yeah, if I had to, Jell, I'm with you. Less.
It pains me to say this, but I agree with Jesse as well.
Here's another one I like.
We're not making T-shirts, though. I just want to be clear.
Here's another one I like. Sky Moore. More or less than 17.5 receiving yards. I think he's going to play on special teams. I don't think he's going to catch a pass or more than one pass that gets him over 18 yards. So I'm going to say less than 17.5 yards for Sky Moore. Who's with me?
No, I'm against you. I think they're going to continue to – he's going to return kicks. We heard Goody earlier discussing he's going to be on this team. He's going to be the return guy, and they're going to find a role for him. I don't think Watson's going to play much, if any. I don't think Reed and Golden. There's going to be at some point you got to have guys out there. I think he's going to get some work. I think they want to see where he's at. And 17 yards. I mean, that's a bubble screen. That's a broken tackle on a bubble screen. Yeah, I'm going more.
All right, well, this time around, back to the old reliable. I agree with Tausch. On this more.
Drew Aller is the rookie quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Penn State guy?
Penn State. Played Penn State forever. Felt like beat the Badgers a couple of times. He's
not the guy that entered the transfer portal while they were in the college football playoff.
No, that was the guy behind him that went to Missouri, and I don't know where he's at now. Drew Aller, more or less than 0.5 passing touchdowns in tonight's game. I took more. Rookie wants to impress in front of the hometown fans. Who's with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. More. Don't know how much he's gonna. I didn't even know he was on the team, if I'm being honest with you. So, but he's gonna get reps, and you're talking about playing second, third quarter against guys from Green Bay that are probably not going to be on the team. Mm-hmm. One touchdown is all you need. Yeah, give me more.
Yeah, I'm with Tausch on this one as well. I'll take more. So have you done these, Jesse?
Oh, I've got these locked in. Yep.
And did you go more on this?
I took more. I took at least one touchdown pass for Drew Aller tonight. Yep.
Okay.
Last one, Trey Smack. More or less than 1.5 made field goals. You better believe I took more because I think they're kicking on second down tonight. More than 1.5 made field goals.
Is he going to make them?
That's the question.
you can have kicks.
I believe in Trey Smack.
Listening to Jason at practice today, he's hooking balls. I'm going to go less. I think he's going to get 2, and I think he's going to make 1.
I think when they kick that one on second down midway through the second quarter, that'll be his second or third of the night.
Now you're getting it.
I'm going to go more, and I want to believe I want him to have a clean sheet tonight. Because as interesting as it is to follow his ups and downs, by the way, in fairness to him, he started 8 for 13. He is now 12 of his last 15, which is 80%, which is not, he hit one off the upright inside the Hudson Center. He had one at practice the other day that hit off the upright and went in, so that's a good thing. Good lucky bounce. But he's 12 of his last 15. A 3-for-3 night, make a couple of extra points as well, would do wonders for his confidence. I'm going to go more on that. All right, those are our...
I like it. We're all on the same page for the most part.
Those are our prize picks.
I disagreed with 2 of your 3.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? We're on the same page.
You didn't even know Drew Aller was on the Steelers.
That is my favorite line of the day. I'm going to go more. I didn't even know he was on the team.
Yeah, well, I'm just being honest.
No, we appreciate the honesty.
I also like Pierre Strong more than 28.5 rushing yards.
I like
for the
that.
Packers.
A South Dakota State kid.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
He was like the
Coach
preseason MVP last year, so I'm big on that. 28.5, give me more there.
Yeah, I think you'll get some. Yes, I'm with you on that too.
All right, we need to play our latest round of the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. Just a quick fact check. The 33-yard catch that Marshawn Lloyd had against the Colts was in the preseason last year, and I'm pretty sure he got hurt on that play. He also, here's what really makes things confusing with him. He had 6 carries for 15 yards in the preseason last year. Do you know what his stat line was when they played the Colts in the one game he played in a regular season game against the Colts? 6 carries for 15 yards. What are the chances of that? But he was injured in the preseason last year, so let's get him out of this game healthy. And if he has a little maintenance he needs to do, you got a place to send him. MoMA.
Oh, you know that's right. MoMA, our friends down at MoMA have been critical in helping me get back up on my feet. I've been able to go to Croatia. I'm going to an undisclosed location, do a little hiking this weekend. And I have my friends at MoMA to thank for that. I've been going to Ortho Laser. They have all kinds of different specialty spots that they have, but mine is Ortho Laser. Matter of fact, as I get back, I don't know, I'm going to try to keep some maintenance, get that blood flow going. You can do that as well. Stop, walk in, or go to MoMaMKE.com. That's again MoMaMKE.com for you to get started on your journey. We all want to do what we can. We want to be able to live our lives the way we want to. Ortho Laser has helped me do that with our friends at MoMA. Again, MoMaMKE.com.
The Tournament of Champions rolls on with a spot in the semifinals.
Correct. Yeah, regional final here.
Presented by Events by Design. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've been telling you for a while now how much I love Pizza Hut, going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. Well, how's this for a throwback? Introducing Pizza Hut's Throwback Value Menu. Features their iconic personal pan pizza for just $3. And a medium one-topping original stuffed crust pizza, just $10. Take a look for yourself to find more deals on 2-liter soda, breadsticks, and much, much more. You asked for it, so they delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to find more about this and a bunch of other great deals. The Throwback Value Menu, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Thursday, Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas joins us on the outset of another Super Bowl run for the Bills. It's Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers' turn in the 4 downs machine, and Carolina Wiedrup joins us in studio. Thursday's Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
The first thing I thought about is, what am I going to do?
Peggy and Willie were injured when a driver ran a stop sign.
I was injured pretty bad, and they reached out to me and made sure that I got the medical attention that I needed to make that recovery. One call, that was all, and everything went well.
Here for you 24/7. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
ESPN Madison's Mark Tauscher here for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. When we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
Will the Brewers get over the hump this season?
Everything they've done this year is to say, can this team beat LA? That is the goal.
Continue listening to the First Place Crew all season, right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Another battle of titans that have advanced to the regional final and a berth in the Final Four. Time now for Wilde and Tausch Trivia, the Tournament of Champions presented by Events by Design.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary presented by Steinhoffels. Nostalgia?
It's the best sports show in the state. It has been since 2016. It will continue to be. It's not even remotely close.
Appreciation.
I'm happy that with our partners and with our fans, we're able to kind of celebrate this.
Fun.
It's clear that you guys have done an unbelievable job of appealing to fans, partners, not as much teammates.
And competition.
The greatest of all time.
16 champions enter, but only one will achieve true greatness. This is the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Events by Design. For over 25 years, Events by Design has helped organizations create seamless, unforgettable events that leave a lasting impression. Search online Events by Design. We design, you party.
Is that Trebek I hear in there saying the greatest of all time?
The late, great Alex Trebek. Yeah.
He's the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it is time for our Tournament of Champions.
Drew Carey belongs in the conversation.
You're always fighting for Drew Carey.
He ain't even in the...
20 years he's been doing Prices Right. No one cares. He followed a legend. He's done fantastic.
He's like Aaron Rodgers.
How many kids do you think know who Vanna White is?
Great question.
Because
she's still
going.
She's on
I
the
understand. The reason I bring it up is because we were playing that 20 questions game. We had a lot of time in airports last week, And I had Vanna White, and the kids had no clue who the heck I was talking about.
That
None.
makes sense. Yeah.
Why? Vanna White is on.
Because they're
I'm
not
sure
watching
she's on
Wheel of
TikTok.
Fortune.
No, I know, but she's on TikTok and all this other stuff. I would just assume that you'd know
Vanna White is on
legend.
TikTok?
I'm sure she is.
Oh, wait a minute. You said that authoritatively.
Wheel of Fortune has pretty good social media following.
Yeah.
All right, let's play. Let's introduce our returning champions as they look to advance. How are things going?
They thought that I should know who Vanna White is. So she's not happy. That's not a happy passenger.
So Vanna's
your
great-granddaughter
connected flight
is
is
screaming in the background. All right, let's welcome in our contestants. First, it is Coach Aaron Mack. Coach, good morning. How are you?
How we doing?
Ready for another big matchup here, and your opponents is Jim on the south side. Jim, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Uh-oh.
Jim, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Uh-oh.
Jim?
I talked to Jim off air. He sounded crystal clear. I do not hear him right now.
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
Oh, boy.
Can you guys hear me now?
There he is.
Oh,
All right. We got him.
Sorry about that. I was in a meeting with the principals.
Jim was trying to
again allowing work to interrupt your otherwise more important meetings. All right, Jesse, you've got the coin flip again, I presume.
I do, yes. All right, so heads, indicated by the draft icon, will
What
be
a great shirt.
Coach
God, that's a
Aaron
great
Mack,
shirt.
and Packers give back will be tails. That will be Jim on the south side. Good flip by me, always is. It is tails. Jim wins the coin toss. So Jim gets to decide, does he want Jason's questions or Tausch's? And does he want to go first or second?
I've had luck with Tausch, so I'll take Tausch and go number one.
Let's do it.
All right, there you go. He chose wisely or he chose poorly. We're about to find out.
We shall find out, and here we go. This is a Wilde and Tausch history question, which I think you're going to be pretty good at. Which comedian joined the show in 2019 to critique Morgan Freeman's impression of Mark Tauscher? Now, of my impression of Morgan Freeman. Is it Frank Caliendo, Charlie Behrens, or Nikola Jokic? Pretty good one, Jesse.
That would be Frank Caliendo, and I think you got into some Irish brogue at the time, too.
I do believe
Wouldn't
that's
be the
kind of
first
my
time.
that's kind of my fallback. Is
Oh, that was
Irish brogue.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday too.
All right, Coach. That was a pretty nice gimme right there for Jim. Let's see if yours in Wisconsin geography is as gimme-ish.
It's not.
I agree. Which of these Wisconsin cities share an exit sign on I-94? On Wisconsin geography, the category, all right? So one of these is a shared exit sign on 94. Is it Dousman, Oconomowoc, Johnson Crick, Delafield, or Mary Kate, Ashley?
Dousman, Oconomowoc.
Oh, he didn't say that with confidence, but he got it. We're even. We're all square after one. Tausch, question two.
Indeed we are, and this is Badgers trivia. So, from which Power 4 conference, from which Power 4 school did Wisconsin running back Abu Sama transfer from to play for the Badgers this season? Is it Colorado, Iowa State, or Missouri?
I don't know, and I'm going to guess Missouri.
Cyclone City, baby. Cyclone City.
Okay.
Tausch, how has Abu Sama looked so far?
He is explosive. He looks very good. You know what? I'm fighting hard to not jump on that hype train that I was on 3 years ago when Luke got here. But things, I'll say this. I'm getting more excited by the day.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and since you brought that up, Jason, I want to remind you, our good friend Patrick Herb texted me. Big open practice for all fans. Tuesday, August 18th, 6 o'clock doors open. Practice at 7 o'clock. If you're as excited as I am and you want to get your first taste and come look, again, that'll be 7 o'clock out at Camp Randall on Tuesday.
If I come down, can I sit with you and watch?
Absolutely. And I think we could probably even talk Matt into sitting with us.
All right, question 2.
Can I come?
Coach Mack, no.
No.
Coach,
you're out.
Coach Mack, question 2 for you is this. In the category of Packers trivia, I love that we responded that way immediately. Packers trivia, question 2. Which of these names is not shared by multiple players on the roster as they get ready to play the Steelers tonight in Pittsburgh? So there are multiples of 2 of these 3 names, and there's one that is singular. Is it Josh, Keyshawn, or Daniel?
Louise.
Tournament of Champions.
Louise is not a name shared by anyone. No. Geez, Louise, no.
Hard question.
Josh, Keyshawn, or Daniel?
Let's go, Daniel.
At the last possible moment, Daniel Whelan, the Irishman. They got a couple of Keyshawns. They got a couple of Joshes. They only got one Dan.
I thought it was Josh, but I didn't.
Josh Wiley and Josh Jacobs both on the roster. Yep.
With Josh Jingleheimer. All right, to stay alive, we have to get this one, and this is under sports current events. Which of these players who recently signed a lucrative contract extension is now the highest paid player in the NFL at his respective position? Is it Chris Olave, Darnell Wright, or Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor.
No.
You can never go wrong with Darnell Wright. No, you Tauscht it. Good work.
Tauscht it, Darnell Wright. Yeah. The old Indiana Bears got their right tackle signed up.
All right, Coach Mack, just for you-know-whats and giggles.
It's over, Matt. Coach Mack advances.
Finish these lyrics to the classic Styx song often played at Steelers home games.
Oh, what a song.
Renegade?
The best. Oh, yes.
Indeed.
That's the song.
It is the best. It is the
Oh,
best.
mama, I'm in fear for my life. I'm so scared and all alone.
Boom,
or from the long arm of the law.
Boom, boom.
Or with a high price on my head.
Boom, boom. Those are all lyrics in the song.
I didn't know that part.
Scared and alone. Hey.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. The jig is up. Yeah. Hey, doesn't matter. You're playing with house money there. Coach, you advance to the semis. Welcome to the Final Four, buddy. Thanks for playing. We appreciate you.
Hey, thanks. I'll wait for the invite to practice.
You and me both.
Everybody's invited.
I'm pretty sure everybody was invited.
What are you talking about?
Even Jesse, just not to sit with us. Jim, it's been a valiant run. Much respect. Appreciate your loyalty to the show. Go back to your principal's office or whatever you got going on.
Good luck to Coach Mack. Carry on the Blue Bloods division banner. And, Jason, you can look at Goodwill for my Final Four T-shirts. They'll be going there.
They're going to be shipped. They're going to be shipped to less fortunate countries. That's where they usually go with those pre-printed Final Four shirts. All right, that is. What do we think of today's matchup? What do we think of the questions that were involved?
Questions were tricky. I would say, what is it? What are we in, the grade 8?
That was a Final Four matchup.
Yeah, this round was the Great 8, as you like to call it. So
yeah,
this was for a trip to the Final Four.
I just remember the absolute sludge match that we had couple of weeks ago and thinking that's the type of execution we're hoping for.
Tyler and Tucker had everybody got every question right last week. That was a tough one.
Yeah, it's the Tournament of Champions. That's why they call it that.
And it is presented by Events by Design. And I want you to close your eyes, unless you're driving. Don't do that. But if you can, close your eyes. Imagine hosting an event where you don't have to check your phone or put out a single fire. The curated music, the immersive lighting, the welcoming atmosphere. Everything comes together seamlessly. Guests are smiling, the conversations are flowing, and you're not worried about what's happening behind the scenes. That's because you have Events by Design. They will handle the planning, the production, and every detail that will make your next event unforgettable, so you can focus on your guests instead of a to-do list. So get started today. Just search online Events by Design. That's Events by Design. They design, you party. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
The NFL is back.
The Packers have got to get off to a fast start, and it has to be Jordan Love as the catalyst.
Tune in for your green and gold coverage all Packers season right here on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Mark Tauscher here for Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. Hard Rock Casino Rockford offers the most generous and frequent promotions of any casino in the Midwest. And how's this for a little adventure? Labor Day weekend, you could win $45,000 credit valid toward any new or used RV. Play now through September 6th using your Unity card to earn entries. Check out the full rules at casino.hardrock.com. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhafels. Shop Steinhafels Labor Day sale and save up to 30% on furniture and decor. Test Rest a Beauty Rest Black and get a free $25 gas card. Only at Steinhafels. Badgers defensive lineman Charles Perkins spoke to the media after practice on Wednesday, and it's safe to say he's confident in UW's front seven heading into 2026.
Everybody compete. Everybody all in. Last year, all the guys was all in, but this year, this is a special group that we got guys that came out the transfer portal who all in, and we are a brotherhood. So this team, this defensive line, I feel like this defensive line this year are very close. So it's a brotherhood. Most definitely in the trenches.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy's annual Top Prospect Camp is Sunday, October 11th, bringing together some of the best talent from across the Midwest. The camp is open to high school position players, pitchers, and catchers in the 2027 through 2030 graduating classes. Space is limited and registration closes once capacity is reached. Don't miss your chance to compete and showcase your skills among the best of the Midwest. Register today at grbacademy.com. That's grbacademy.com.
Lots to see and do at the Dodge County Fair. Fun for me and you. There's good times in the air.
Get ready for Dodge County's biggest event of the summer, the Dodge County Fair, happening August 19th through the 23rd. 5 days of nonstop action with the Badger State Truck and Tractor Pulls, Demo Derby excitement, and grandstand music from Phil Vassar, Vincent Mason, and George Thorogood and the Destroyers. All free with paid fair admission. Bring the family for animal exhibits, interactive displays, and classic fair food, plus carnival rides, commercial vendors, and all the fair favorites you look forward to every year. Grab season tickets now, just $35 in advance, or pay daily at the gate. For tickets and the full schedule, visit DodgeCountyFairgrounds.com. The Dodge County Fair, August 19th through the 23rd.
So come on, everyone, to the Dodge County Fair.
Want to move better, play faster, and compete at a higher level? Train where Wisconsin's top athletes go. Total Athlete Performance. From middle school phenoms to the pros, TAP is Madison's #1 destination for speed, power, and athleticism. Their proven systems, expert coaches, and cutting-edge equipment help you dominate your sport. Can't make it in? Train anywhere with the TAP mobile app. Spots are filling fast, so don't wait. Visit tapwisconsin.com to schedule your free athletic assessment today.
The NFL is back.
You may have Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Tucker Kraft all together for the first time since 2024.
Tune in for your green and gold coverage all Packers season right here on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We'll get to the 11 o'clock hour forthwith, but we held off on playing this. This was one of my favorite things that Rodgers talked about yesterday, along with mentioning the behind-the-scenes people who, again, in my opinion, what makes the Packers special is the people that work there. And there's not as many old-timers. Danny Mock, Tausch, you know him, obviously, in the personnel department. He retired. He's doing a little bit of helping out around the building in retirement. So I got to see him the other day. But Brian Naring from the equipment staff retired. Red Batty retired a couple years ago. So a lot of the old guard is reaching that point in their careers. But Aaron talked about them. But he also talked about, and he would have loved to have seen those folks, because he thought this game belonged at Lambeau, like someone else on this panel did. Here's what he said about when he realized the Packers and the Steelers were playing in the preseason after he signed on for another year with the Steelers. He didn't know where that game was, and he was disappointed when he learned it was in Pittsburgh.
100%. 100%. You know, when I heard that it was possible to play both my former teams, I was really hoping that this one was going to be in Green Bay, not just to get back in Lambeau one more time, but, you know, to head out to Chives for a dinner and maybe, you know, head out to Green Bay Country Club for a quick night or something. But, yeah, I was really hoping it was going to be in Green Bay for a lot of reasons. You know, it would have been strange being in that locker room and stuff, but I would have found my way over, like many former players have over the years, find my way over in the Flea's office and hang out back there and see some of the guys and see some of the trainers and the equipment staff and all the people that I really care about that still work there. So yeah, I was definitely bummed out that we weren't in Lambeau for this one.
Tausch, that's exactly what you said. You're bummed too.
Well, it's just a missed opportunity. You know, I think obviously for Aaron and for Mike, and the fact that they knew Mike was going to be the coach and that they had an idea Aaron could be, it just didn't make a ton of sense because the preseason is what it is. You love it. Most of us, I think I'm excited to watch some football tonight. I did not watch the Hall of Fame game. Obviously excited to kind of see some things from a Packer standpoint. But you're always looking, how can we get things a little extra juicy and maybe do some things that'd be fun, having those guys come back and do the Dream Drive bike ride and all of those things. It would have been a really cool thing. And, you know, unfortunately, it was a missed opportunity by the league for just a really nice storyline in a time of the year that you could use those. It's a bummer, and it's a mistake.
And look, this is it, right? If he's
this is it. He's been very clear about that. I think there was probably a lot of hemming and hawing. And again, I don't know if Mike McCarthy isn't named the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know how that would have shaken out, but doesn't look like there's going to be any way, shape, or form, unless I'm wrong, and I can't see the screen right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not on the Green Bay Packers schedule.
They are not.
There is not going to be a reunion or a homecoming for Aaron Rodgers back at Lambeau until he sells the stadium out for $12 and has a charity component to his Packer Hall of Fame induction.
Even if they play each other in the Super Bowl, it won't be at Lambeau. All right, we need to get to the 11 o'clock hour, get to our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. Want to remind you, we got another great story from someone who heard us talking about Walney Legal Group and now has joined the ranks of those who have their affairs in order in terms of their estate planning, wills, trusts, probate, elder care, and special needs planning. I'm telling you, they're the best in the business. I'm experiencing it firsthand as I go through the process. And I was like you, most likely. I saw this as an uncomfortable necessity, but I focused on the uncomfortable. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to do this. But it is a necessity, right? I owe it to Paula, and Maddie, and Sid, and everybody else. I owe it to do it the right way. And that's why I've got Walney Legal Group on my side. They called it lawyering the way it should be, and it is. Clear communication, niche expertise, personal service, and a modern approach, not a cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all solution. Don't be that guy. And there's 84% of people are that guy who don't have proper planning documents in place. So make the change. Make sure you get Walney Legal Group on your side. Just go to the website, walneylegal.com. That's WALNY legal.com to start a conversation no matter what phase you're in. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch kicks off in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and 25 years later, we still climb so they are never forgotten. Join the Green Bay Metro Fire Department and Pierce Manufacturing for the 14th annual 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb, Saturday, September 12th at Lambeau Field. Climb at your own pace while carrying the name and photo of one of the 343 fallen firefighters. It's not about how fast you climb, it's about why you climb. All funds raised benefit the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Register or donate at piercemfg.com/climb.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. Happy Packers game day. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. The Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers meet tonight in the preseason opener in Pittsburgh. 6 o'clock kickoff Central Time on your local Packers TV station. Nationally, also on NFL Network and the ESPN app. Mike McCarthy's first game as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not sure if Aaron Rodgers is going to suit up and play for Pittsburgh. Matt LaFleur indicating Jordan Love will likely play tonight, although that's not officially confirmed. Plenty to get you set for the game. Coming up still in the final hour of Wilde and Tausch. And all day long here on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. One of 3 big games for Wisconsin sports teams today. The Brewers start a 4-game set at Dodger Stadium tonight against the two-time reigning World Series champion Dodgers. 9:10 first pitch here on 100.5 ESPN. And Wisconsin Little League trip to the regional championship in line noon today. First pitch on ESPN against Missouri.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Joining us now is the Green Bay Packers' new head coach, Matt LaFleur on Wilde and Tausch.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Matt LaFleur, Matt Nagy, and Matt Patricia. Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach not named Matt? No, I'm sorry.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach named Matt? Matt Damon, Matt Ryan, somebody else.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
Can you repeat that question?
Sorry. This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Hey, Tausch, quick question for you before we do our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. You and Jesse can chime in too. You guys obviously spend a lot more time walking golf courses because you're usually playing them. I have a golf tournament that Maddie and Sid are playing in today. It already has started, so I'm going to bolt out of here at 11:59 and catch as much of it as I can. Golf, spikeless golf shoes or no to walk the course?
Yeah. What are you talking about? You wear tennis shoes. What do you need spikes for?
I don't know. Like I'm going to be walking on uneven ground. Do I need my golf shoes that I never otherwise use?
Plenty of people play golf without golf shoes. You don't need golf shoes to walk the course.
You think you need golf shoes to walk the
I don't know.
course?
I'm asking for advice.
You can wear your flip-flops and walk the course.
That's a lot of walking in flip-flops, though.
Why do you think you need to wear golf shoes to walk the course?
I don't, because, it's uneven terrain.
Oh,
right?
my God.
Oh, do you wear golf shoes to walk through San Francisco when you're there?
I'm walking on sidewalks there.
He's walking on broken glass. He's walking on broken glass.
Walking on broken glass.
I mean, if you're that worried about it, go cart path only and you're fine.
I'm just.
Why don't you get some? You know what, Jason? I'm gonna do you a favor. I got an old pair of 7 studs laying around. I'm gonna get you a pair of 7 studs. So when you go watch the girls golf, I'll make sure you got plenty of grip with them 7 studs.
All right, you guys were as helpful as I expected. Time now for the Steinhoffel Sleepers
Jason,
of the Week.
Was that a serious question though?
It was. It was a dead serious question. It was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wear bowling shoes to go watch someone bowl also?
I'm not walking on the approach to the lane.
Wear clown shoes to go to the circus?
I'm walking on the actual playing surface.
Wear ice skates to a hockey
Cam
game?
Acord wears cleats to coach.
You go to Fiserv, you better make sure you got your Jordans on.
Lace them up.
Thank you.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Wakey, wakey. Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's time for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week on Wilde and Tausch.
Yes, sir! It's our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week as everyone gets their cleats on to go play in the preseason game tonight.
They're spikeless.
I bet Tomovsky will be wearing his shoes up in the booth, covering it in Pittsburgh tonight.
He's not in Pittsburgh either.
Okay, well, you can wear them at home then. Packers, Steelers, for the first time, these do not count for the official standings. We're going to have to figure out how we go about our system for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week this season.
So we fired our volunteers.
Yeah,
and
we made it through last year, but there was a certain level of controversy last year.
I have another volunteer to be our leader of our fantasy football team down at Pato, too.
Who's that?
Suda. Our good friend Suda is volunteered to be the captain of our squad. So.
Is that the new running back from Iowa State?
No, that's Abu
She might be. I don't know. She could be.
Suda.
She's an athlete.
Is Suda such a good friend of the show that we haven't heard of her until now?
No, isn't she?
What are you talking
isn't
about?
she in the market for a fella?
No.
Who was that?
Oh God, no. She's got a wonder. So her husband and I coached. Remember the No Mercy rule?
Yeah, okay.
No mercy, no mercy.
She helps coach softball. She is an awesome human being. Her daughters are good friends with Eleanor, so we've gotten to meet the Kwames, and Suda's the GOAT. and she listens to the show almost every day. She texts. She volunteered to be the leader of our squad since nobody else on our actual team wants to do it.
Okay, so I apologize to Suda.
You should.
And more importantly, her husband. Wasn't there that I'm not misremembering this, right? Though there was a somewhat young lady that was seeking male companionship.
Yeah.
Did we ever do anything about that?
I think we came to grips with it. That there was some issues legally that we would need to work through.
Okay. So she's
I don't think that's.
currently
I don't
single.
think that's. Well, actually, I have not talked to her.
But
so
she is still available for those interested.
There was a lot of people interested.
Yeah, there were.
That is something that we can revisit. I'll revisit that.
Okay. Time for our Stein Waffles.
Do like a Survivor League, but for
I can't
potential
wait for
suitors.
Eric. I can't wait for Eric to text me and say, Why is Wilde trying to
I
get
was
dates for my wife?"
confused. I'm definitely not trying to find someone
I just
else
wanna
to
make
replace
sure
Eric.
I'm on the record. I had nothing to do with any of that. Just for the record.
You brought her up.
I didn't bring up that she wanted a date with somebody else. I know that.
All right.
So, Tausch, who's your Stein Waffle sleeper of the week?
Marshawn Lloyd. I told you yesterday I wasn't sure if our flight was going to be here, so I wanted to preemptively hit you with it. I think he's going to get some work. I think he needs work. I think he is ready to explode. And I'm thinking tonight, I don't know how much he's going to play, but I think when he's out there, he's going to make a big impact and get this thing started, get the mojo going in the right direction. Marshawn Lloyd, my Steinhoffels sleeper of the week.
Jesse?
Daniel Whelan, but not for the reason you think.
Because of his holding.
He's the holder, and I think he's going to be in the spotlight tonight with Trey Smack. I felt like I probably shouldn't pick Trey Smack because that'd be for preseason football tonight. Probably someone not qualified. Daniel Whelan, who's the long snapper? I thought about picking him too.
Right now it's Cal Adamatis.
Okay, Cal Eldred. I'm going to go Daniel Whelan as my Steinhoffel sleeper of the preseason opener tonight for his holding abilities under full examination for rookie kicker Trey Smack.
All right, I'm going to take Isaiah Nayor. I was also considering the new J. Michael Sturdivant. Those two guys are fighting for roster opportunities. Will Shepard is another wide receiver who's in the mix, but I will take Isaiah Nayor, number 80 in your program, as the Steinhoffel sleeper of the week of choice for me. All right, Tausch, I know you need to get to your next gate, so thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm.
And rumor has it that you may be able to join us at some point during tomorrow's program. Is that true?
I will, yes, in our new state that we are be undisclosed, but yes, and I'm fired up for tonight. This is about as interested in a preseason game as I've been in the 10 years we've been doing this show.
Are you going to be able to watch it?
Yeah, why not? It's on NFL Network, isn't it?
Well, you haven't disclosed where you're going and what
NFL
you're doing.
Network is everywhere, right?
Is it
It's
on the
ESPN.
NFL Network?
You can watch it on the ESPN app if you're outside the state of Wisconsin, I think is how that works.
I'll be outside the state of Wisconsin, so I'll watch on the ESPN app.
All right. Well, I'll be watching it on my local affiliate. All right. Safe travels to your next state. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks.
See you guys.
Those are our Steinhoffel's Sleepers of the Week, presented by Steinhoffels, who have been so supportive of our 10th anniversary. And they've got great deals on furniture and mattresses and everything else. That's why they are the best in the business. And right now, the Steinhoffels Labor Day sale, wow, we're getting an early start on it. Perfect time to upgrade your sleep. Save up to $1,000 on select Beauty Rest adjustable mattress sets with queen mattresses starting at just $1,299. Plus, if you choose a Beauty Rest Black King adjustable base set, you'll get $500 in instant savings. And with Steinhoffel's 60-month 0% special financing, getting the comfort you deserve has never been easier. And if you want to try before you buy, stop in for a Beauty Rest Black test rest, and you'll receive a $25 gas card just for taking it for a spin. So shop Steinhoffels either online at steinhoffels.com or just swing by your local Steinhoffels. Relax. It's Steinhoffels. Relax. Tausch isn't here anymore, but Jesse and I are. And wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Unless I'm misreading the way this program has gone, we still have to play regular trivia.
Yes, we do.
Almost forgot.
Yeah.
All right. Jesse, what's today's category, and what color would you like?
On par with what we're getting ready for tonight. Great moments in the Rodgers-McCarthy era.
2014 NFC title game.
There's something around the 2014 NFC title game. I would not call that title game a great moment in the Rodgers-McCarthy era. Great moments during the Rodgers-McCarthy era with the Green Bay Packers. Today's Wilde and Tausch trivia category.
Seems like caller 12, unless you wanted to do Super Bowl 45. Caller 12 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 12 plays trivia next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and whether you're chilling in the stands, cheering on your favorite baseball team in the summer, or keeping those mountains blue in the bleachers as the snow flies at a football game this winter, there's nothing better than watching your favorite team while enjoying an ice-cold Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue. It's when you know it's chilled to perfection, which, besides the cold, refreshing taste, is my favorite thing about drinking Coors Light. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Thursday, Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas joins us on the outset of another Super Bowl run for the Bills. It's Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers' turn in the 4 downs machine, and Carolina Wiedrup joins us in studio. Thursday's Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight Solar now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at EverlightRoofing.com. That's EverlightRoofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Every regular season Friday home game at American Family Field, ticketed fans 21 and over who sit in the Miller Lite beer pit in the left field loge bleachers will receive a free Brewers cap courtesy of Miller Lite. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
Every kid deserves a chance to have fun, and that's what Paul's Party is all about. Paul's Party is a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports. They fund expensive recreational equipment and activities like sled hockey gear, chairs for track, tennis and basketball, and much more, so more kids can enjoy the fun. Because at Paul's Party, sports are for everyone. Learn more or make a donation today at paulsparty.org. That's paulsparty.org.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. I've been telling you for a while now how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. Well, how's this for a throwback? Introducing Pizza Hut's Throwback Value Menu. Features their iconic personal pan pizza, just $3. And a medium one-topping original stuffed crust pizza for just $10. You asked for it, so they delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Order on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Wilde and Tausch trivia and getting ready for Packers-Steelers tonight at Acrisure Stadium, formerly known as Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now again, Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers playing things close to the vest. They have not said for certain whether or not Aaron Rodgers would play or not. Again, based on our conversation with him yesterday in that Zoom call, he ain't no fan of preseason football. He's definitely not me, who loves preseason football and loves the guys that are trying to keep the dream alive. So I don't expect him to play, but maybe he will, just for old time's sake, against his former team. Meanwhile, again, earlier in the week, Matt LaFleur going through the I don't know what the numbers are because he didn't really have any New England Journal of Medicine press release to pass out, but claiming that players that play a certain number of snaps in preseason are 3 times less likely to suffer an injury in the regular season. I don't know about the correlation there, but nevertheless, we will allegedly see Jordan Love and a lot of other starters tonight, at least for a little while, in the preseason opener in Pittsburgh. Time now for Wilde and Tausch Trivia, presented by Cousin Subs.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. National Sandwich Month is here. Cousins Club members earn exclusive rewards throughout August. Join now by downloading the Cousin Subs app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Let's welcome in our contestant. It is Sean in Sun Prairie. Sean, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking. The category is great moments in the Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy era. We will skip over some of the less than great moments, like when he threw Mike under the bus after a shutout win over the Buffalo Bills. Question number 1.
Doesn't sound like we're skipping over that.
I'm sure that, unlike me, I don't know, he's a pretty big grudge holder, but I'm sure he looks past that now. Mike McCarthy, I'm sure, has forgiven him. Question 1, Sean, is this. Who was the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys when Dez Bryant did not catch a pass from him in the divisional round of the 2014 NFL playoffs, one of the most exciting postseason wins for the Green Bay Packers in the Rodgers-McCarthy era? Was that Cowboys quarterback who threw that ball Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, or J.J. Watt was the interim quarterback for an indefinite time?
I'm going to go with Romo.
You would be correct. 1 for 1. Question 2. By the way, is there a double standard? Like, Terry and Arnold is getting workouts, and we don't know if Tony... believe me, with the things that have happened to people that I care about, I'm glad for J.J. Watt to get his opportunity, but I'm not sure Tony Romo... I hope he doesn't lose his job. Question 2, Sean. That'll be the end of my editorial comment. After winning Super Bowl 45 against the Steelers, The Packers opened the 2011 season at Lambeau Field, hosting and defeating which opponents and its future Hall of Fame quarterback? Was that the Indianapolis Colts, the New Orleans Saints, or the Seattle Seahawks?
Colts.
No! Randall Cobb with a kickoff return for a touchdown and a touchdown catch on which he ran the wrong route as a rookie second-round pick from Kentucky. The New Orleans Saints were the opponent for that one. And then Aaron Rodgers snarkily said, imagine what we could have done if we would have had some off-season workouts together, because that was coming off the lockout. Because he was criticized for not organizing those. All right, let's bounce back, Sean. Question 3 is this. How old... Wow.
This is one of my favorite questions ever.
How old was current Steelers backup quarterback Drew Aller? That's the second time he's been referenced today. When Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy, and the Green Bay Packers won Super Bowl 45 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So was Drew Aller,
yeah.
Was he 5 years old, 9 years old, or 12 years old?
Boy, that's a guess. Let's go 5.
And what a guess it is.
I figured you were trying to go low.
Yeah, when they go low, we go low too. Well done. You got 2 out of 3, Sean.
The guy who's going to be playing in the game tonight for the Steelers was 5 years old when Rodgers and McCarthy won the Super Bowl with the Packers.
5
years old.
You know, that old saying about that's not the flex you think it is, that doesn't apply here. What does apply, though, is that, boy, does that underscore how long it's been since Packers went to a Super Bowl?
That is one of the things you can take away from that stat, yeah.
Indeed, I can. Sean, thanks for playing, buddy. You got 3 of the possible 4 entries. Good luck tomorrow when we draw the winner.
All right, thanks. Love you guys.
Bye. Wilde and Tausch Trivia, presented by Cousin Subs. And we, Jesse, just to be clear, we're giving away spots for you to run your team in the Wilde and Tausch ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Draft League that we as a show will have. That's correct, right? We're not taking a caller to be our GM.
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
The definition of you there, I wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. So the fans who are calling in will be running their own teams in our Wilde and Tausch Fantasy League, which will apparently not feature Wilde nor Tausch nor Jesse drafting its team. So
it might be time to bring in Tony Cartagena.
That is an option. I did receive word that one of our ESPN Wisconsin teammates has been summoned to step in and be the personality. Because I guess we need to make sure that it's an ESPN Wisconsin personality who is drafting our team. So as much as Tausch may want to delegate to Summa or whoever he was saying it was earlier, Summa cum laude. That is
wait a minute.
That's graduation.
You are totally flustered now.
That's a good reference by me. It needs to be an ESPN Wisconsin personality who is drafting our team. So
Homer's going to have a team.
Yeah, Homer's got
Jen,
his own
Gabe,
team
and
for his
Chewy
show.
are going to have a team.
Yeah, they have their own. Yeah, so
Molly and Jim have a team.
That's my understanding. Yeah, the Dam Sports Show from Beaver Dam, Wally and Ashley, they'll have a team.
Ashley.
And I think all those shows will actually have one of the people on the show representing their team. Latest reports are that cousin sub of the day from last week, Alex Strofe, may get the nod.
Well, he doesn't have his own team. I think that's a great idea.
So I guess he looks like the front runner to be our
I am on board with that. Strofe, first of all, I love Strofe. He's a great dude. I'm so proud of the career he's already built and how many more great things he's got in front of him. This probably is not going to be one of the highlights for him, but it would be great if he could step into the breach. I got to get back to Green Bay. I will be there, but I'm not going to stay for the draft. and we'd be the last place team if we did. Is Devontae Adams a first-round pick again? Because I'd be doing that.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, well, now's your chance to go up against whoever ends up managing our team in the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft at Potawatomi Sportsbook on August 27th. Now, make sure that you have an opening in your schedule so you can attend. Don't call.
Unlike us.
Yeah, again, football team to cover. I got a few things going on. But make sure you're available on August 27th to come to Potawatomi Sportsbook. Also, make sure you're 21 and older, because there are certain rules, as a few people have found out when they've come to visit us at different casino locations. 21 and up, August 27th at Potawatomi Sportsbook. It is the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft, and you can get your spot in the Wilde and Tausch Fantasy League if you are caller number 12 right now. 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Mike, the wedding DJ, was in the league last year, wearing all of his Dolphins regalia and calling me a moron. Like, it's a great time. It's fun. There's great food. There's great prizes. It's the full VIP experience for fans 21 and up. So caller number 12 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776 will lock in their spot today. More Wilde and Tausch. Whoa, Nelly is next. So stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. Right now, score one of the best deals of summer with the Iron Jock Basics Bundle. Get a premium t-shirt, a pair of performance boxers, and crew socks, all for just $57.50. Iron Jock gear is built for comfort with moisture-wicking fabric, 4-way stretch, and silver ion technology that helps you fight odor-causing bacteria. It's everyday performance at an unbeatable price. Don't wait. Head to ironjock.com and grab your basic bundle today.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
There's lots to see and do at the Dodge County Fair. Fun for me and you. There's good times in the air.
Corn dogs, demo derbies, rock and roll, funnel cakes, wild rides, and roaring tractors.
It's all happening at the Dodge County Fair, August 19th through the 23rd. Get ready for 5 epic days of food, fun, competition, live music, grandstand action, and family entertainment.
Purchase tickets in advance to save money and make entry into the fair faster. Season tickets are just $35 and can be purchased at most Dodge County banks, Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Juneau, Leroy Meats, and the Market in Beaver Dam. Or just $38 at DodgeCountyFairgrounds.com.
Don't miss a minute of the Dodge County Fair, August 19th through the 23rd.
So come on, everyone, to the Dodge County Fair.
Are people sleeping on Jordan Love?
Jordan Love needs to take that personal. He needs to understand that he has not done enough in order to turn up on other teams to get the respect that I believe he deserves.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Blame Tausch because he's not here, but this may be the most time we've had for Wonelli in a while.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, I'm not saying there's a correlation, but there might be. Time for Wonelli.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
Well, what do I do with so much time? I can tell you. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers.
Brewers just got swept in San Diego.
I hope the fellas had a night out in Los Angeles last night.
They earned it?
In a way. The Brewers lost yesterday. I actually watched almost all of the game yesterday. Got home from our great afternoon at Jones Dairy Farm just around time of first pitch. Becca was working a little bit late yesterday. I watched the entire game, including extra innings, as the Brewers fell in 11 and were swept for the 3rd time this season. This time by the San Diego Padres, who have been hot. And like I said earlier, the Brewers were essentially 2 different plays away from winning 2 out of 3 in the series.
Close don't count, though.
Yeah, 1 bad pitch from Logan Henderson Monday night, and then Bryce Terang challenged a strike call that was a stupid challenge yesterday. And if he hadn't done that, they would have had a challenge for later on. They could have got a strike 3 and probably would have been an entirely different situation. Instead, is what it is. Brewers get swept in San Diego. And now they play the Los Angeles Dodgers. 4-game set starting
tonight. They get to see
tonight.
that Scooble guy?
Sunday. Which, by the way,
uh-oh.
For everyone who has had an issue over the years with ESPN not choosing to showcase the Brewers and their big matchups on Sunday Night Baseball, the NBC choice for Sunday Night Baseball is Astros-Mariners on Sunday.
Yeah, so?
You've known for a month that Brewers-Dodgers was going to be a massive game on Sunday night. NBC keeps Astros-Mariners instead of the 2 best teams in the National League in an NLCS preview. Pretty interesting decision by our NBC pals over there and Peacock to not go Brewers-Dodgers on Sunday Night Baseball. I haven't seen anyone upset about that. That's interesting to me. Just wanted to point that out to everyone, that the Brewers should be in the national spotlight for a huge game on Sunday. Instead, they only get 1 national TV game out of these 4 on Saturday on Fox. 9:10 first pitch tonight. So the Packers game will end, and we can all switch over to the Brewers on ESPN Madison or 620 WTMJ, wherever your preference of choice is to consume the game. Jake Bauers, Brewers offense has stunk for a couple of weeks now. And fortunately, they've still been winning games. Cubs are starting to catch up on them a little bit here in the NL Central standings. It's getting a little closer. Jake Bauers said after the game yesterday, The struggles on offense are mental. I think everyone needs to chill the blank out. And so I hope that the team, because they went from San Diego playing a day game yesterday to a night game in L.A., it's like an hour drive, I want to say, maybe 2 hours from L.A. to San Diego, depending on the traffic.
Mr. California.
So I hope
Jesse Nelson.
I hope they were up and down from San Diego to L.A., and the whole team got to go out and enjoy a nice night out in L.A. last night and take their mind off of baseball and chill the blank out so they can come back for this Dodgers series ready to go after a sweep and some things that have been struggling over the last couple of weeks.
Was there ever a question in there for me?
There was not. I was building up to it, which is this. Have you ever heard of any stories of the teams you've covered with the Green Bay Packers where a team had a chill the blank out moment and took their mind off of things to get mentally right?
I don't think so. I think plenty of stories about them going out to dinner. I saw Devontae Adams sharing a story from his rookie year recently as well. I know David Bakhtiari, they got him good, I think, in St. Louis his rookie year with the dinner where you run up a big tab and then you make the rookie think he's got to pay for it, and he's like calling his agent to ask how many credit cards he's got and stuff like that. I did want to, since we're talking about the drive between L.A. and San Diego, that's geography.
Take the 405.
We have not done that voice in far too long.
The Californians.
What are you doing here? I got a note from my friend Aaron, who lives in Arkansas, and said, you might think that he would take issue with what you said about Arkansas.
Oh, that it's one of the top 3 least desirable states to
Correct.
visit.
From earlier in the program. Tell Jesse he's right. Arkansas should be 50th. That or Mississippi.
Well, at least he's honest.
Pig suey.
I've wanted to go to the Ozarks ever since I started watching the show Ozark, but I think that's Missouri and like northern Arkansas, or is that Oklahoma?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's actually.
I don't know the Ozarks well.
I don't know if that's actually Arkansas or not. But, that's the only reason I would be interested in going to Arkansas, but it'd really be to be in Missouri.
Arkansas.
3 major games for Wisconsin sports teams on this Thursday, August 13th. Of course, the Packers preseason opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike McCarthy at 6 o'clock tonight.
Sure.
Brewers-Dodgers, 9:10, late night, West Coast first pitch tonight for the Crew and the Dodgers. And coming up in about 15 minutes on ESPN and the ESPN app, the Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin Little League team taking on Missouri in a semifinal in the Midwest Regional. Here's what's at stake. Winner of this game this afternoon plays Iowa tomorrow. Winner of that game goes to Williamsport. Wisconsin has never had a team go to Williamsport for the Little League World Series. I don't necessarily like Whitefish Bay. It's where Craig Counsell's from. I don't know. That's not somewhere that I necessarily have an affinity for.
You didn't have to include. Just because you think things doesn't mean you have to say them all.
I would prefer if it was the Muskego Little League team or the Appleton Little League team or the Lacrosse Little League team. I wish it wasn't Whitefish Bay, but I will get behind Whitefish Bay and cheer for them today because the Brewers next Sunday play in the Little League Classic against the Atlanta Braves. They play a major league game in Williamsport. Not on the baby stadium bases. They do a big league stadium.
I think they should play on the baby
more
stadium
fun. It would be
bases.
It would be like playing in Vegas against the A's.
87-79 final score.
It'd be like the Vegas series. It would be pretty cool if when the Brewers play in Williamsport for the first time, they'd get to play in front of a Wisconsin Little League team that makes it for the first time. So I am here for Williamsport, and let's cheer on the Wisconsin Little League team. 12 o'clock on Big ESPN today, following the Pat McAfee show, as they take on Missouri in an elimination game.
Totally unnecessary, totally superfluous. I don't know why you had to do that. Craig Counsell's not managing that team. Let's go Whitefish Bay. Good luck to their team. Good luck. I hope you advance. It'd be awesome. Like Jesse said, to then be playing in the Little League World Series while the Brewers are there. I have to admit that now I am thinking about what a major league game on the Little League diamond would look like. Jacob Mizorowski throwing 105 miles an hour from 46 feet away.
Someone would get hurt.
Seems like that would be difficult to hit. So maybe it wouldn't be quite so high scoring.
He can pitch from second base. Well, if pitchers throw from second base, but other than that, play on the baby stadium. Yeah.
So anyway, that's great. That is a. So they got to win 2. We're in single elimination.
Yep. So it's a double elimination format. They did lose once already to. I don't remember if they lost to Missouri or Iowa. It was one of the teams that was playing in that game yesterday. So I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember if they lost to Iowa or Missouri.
Well, no apology necessary. I just was curious.
I shared some misinformation about the Little League team the other day, so I want to make sure I'm prefacing everything correctly here.
Did you say that they were managed by Craig Counsell or something?
I don't understand the Little League regions. Like, Wisconsin's in the region that has, some of the teams make sense. Illinois, Minnesota, Iowa, but they're also like the Dakotas are in the Wisconsin region. Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. I would think that would have been that's Big Ten country. I would have thought Wisconsin would be in that region.
So is California.
But apparently
where the Brewers are.
There's a Great Lakes region that has Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and so forth. And then there's a Midwest region that has Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois.
I can see why that would be confusing. I feel like we're a Great Lakes state. And then just out of curiosity, how many American teams, is it 1 from each region then?
I think it's 8 because I think the way they format the tournament in Williamsport is a double elimination tournament. So I think it's 8 teams make it from the U.S. and then 8 international
teams.
I think that's how it works, yeah.
Okay. Well, if Whitefish Bay makes it to Williamsport, we're sending you.
Oh, we're going? Yeah?
Yeah. I think we should have the games on our air. You can go. You can apologize to all the people of Whitefish Bay.
I'd go to Williamsport. The umpires for the Little League World Series are volunteers. They do not get paid to umpire. I would, I don't know what it would take. I would love to umpire the Little League World Series.
Do you think your umpiring skills, because you're not doing it on a frequent basis anymore, would be up to the task?
Easily, yes. Yeah.
Well, you are one cocky son of a gun, aren't you?
There's a difference between cocky and confident, Jason.
When's the last time you called balls and strikes in a game?
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
You don't think that's a perishable skill?
No.
You don't think they'd be rust?
Not for kids that are throwing as fast as they throw. Like, these are, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds? They're not throwing that. Like, they're not throwing 90 or 100-mile-an-hour heaters. Like, you put the gear on, you get behind the plate, you can call balls and strikes easily. And they're good pitchers, so everything's on a rope, so it's pretty easy.
Okay, if you say so. I'd be tapping my helmet a fair amount if you were behind the plate. All right, we need to wrap things up, but before we can, I need to tell you, you don't have to go to Williamsport to get away. You don't have to go to Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, where Tausch was today, or wherever he's going next. You can just head to Milwaukee and Potawatomi Casino Hotel. They've got the biggest hotel rooms in all of Milwaukee, nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites. And you're just steps away from all the cool stuff that's happening inside. And if you're hungry, you've got so many options, from premium steaks at Dream Dance Steakhouse to pizza, burritos, and quick bites at the Marketplace, Rock and Brews for that high-energy vibe, Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, Cream City Coffee Company, food and drink specials happening all the time. And if you're planning a wedding, a birthday, or an anniversary, their event spaces are built to make it unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Thursday, Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas joins us on the outset of another Super Bowl run for the Bills. It's Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers' turn in the 4 downs machine, and Carolina Wiedrup joins us in studio. Thursday's Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and 25 years later, we still climb so they are never forgotten. Join the Green Bay Metro Fire Department and Pierce Manufacturing for the 14th annual 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb, Saturday, September 12th at Lambeau Field. Climb at your own pace while carrying the name and photo of one of the 343 fallen firefighters. It's not about how fast you climb, it's about why you climb. All funds raised benefit the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Register or donate at piercemfg.com/climb.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. Badgers defensive lineman Charles Perkins spoke to the media after practice on Wednesday, and it's safe to say he's confident in UW's front seven heading into 2026.
Everybody compete. Everybody all in. Last year, all the guys was all in, but this year, this a special group that we got guys that came out the transfer portal who all in. We are a brotherhood. So this team, this defensive line, I feel like this defensive line this year are very close. So it's a brotherhood, most definitely, in the trenches.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
At Associated Bank, we get life gets complicated. So banking, it should be easy to get. That's why our tools speak your language. Automated savings, it's saving automatically for anything. Digital controls, you lose your card, you're still in control. Turn it off, then on, all on the app. And Money Monitor, you know where your money goes, like those long forgotten subscriptions. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Planning for your financial future shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Brian from Canopy Wealth Management, and I believe your financial plan should be as unique as you are. Whether you're a details person or you prefer the simplified view, we've got you covered. Plus, with our easy-to-use online platform, you can check your progress anytime, anywhere, even at 2 a.m. in your pajamas if that's your thing. At Canopy Wealth Management, we promise care, competence, and clarity in everything that we do. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
ESPN Madison is your home for Badgers fans.
We know inside this program what we want our identity to be. You know, we want to be a tough, nasty, and disciplined football team.
Tune in all season long right here on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
All right, question number 1. Let's go ahead with Jason Wilde.
Jason Wilde.
Aaron, how are you?
Hey, Jason.
Jason Wilde. Yes, indeed. Not the first time that's happened, and certainly I've definitely been called worse. I was called a word on Twitter yesterday that I don't even know what it is.
That just means you're getting old.
It starts with a C.
Uh-oh. That's enough.
Whoa, Nelly! It's 4 letters. But it's not one that I was familiar with. Be that as it may, that's it for us today. I'm looking forward to tonight. I am. Ridicule me. Go ahead. I'm okay with that. But I'm looking forward to tonight, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. Again, Tausch is on a he needed to go on vacation after going on vacation to Croatia. But he's going to join us for a few moments tomorrow. We will take your calls on how tonight goes on tomorrow's show. We look forward to you calling in and giving your thoughts. But I'm looking forward to it. You know I love the preseason, and I'm looking forward to tonight. All right, Packers-Steelers, 6 p.m. kickoff. Mark your clocks or whatever. That's it for us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are